Hello and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'd like to welcome you in. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment so that you don't miss any videos that I share. My name is Linda. They call me Keto Granny, only because I've lost over 100 pounds during the ketogenic diet and have been able to keep it off. Also, tonight what I want to talk about, I'm not going to be doing any cooking. I am going to share with you the foods that I did have to eat today, but I'm not going to be doing any cooking because I am packing and getting ready to move. What I'm going to do this evening is talk about the carnivore diet and the keto diet and talk about some of the differences in the diet that I see that I think are worth mentioning. First, I'm going to start with the carnivore diet. Which one is the best? The carnivore diet. Carnivore and keto, these are two very popular diets that do give you some very good results. Both diets have a lot of good health benefits. You're going to have weight loss and improved energy. Which one of these diets is really the best? I'm going to have to close my door. Okay, I had to stop for a brief moment. But I do want to talk about the carnivore diet and the difference between carnivore and keto. Both of these diets are great diets, and they both have a lot of health benefits that you can get from them, such as weight loss, improving your energy, improving your dementia, or improving your memory function. So I'm going to start off by talking about the ketogenic diet. I know the most about the ketogenic diet because I did it for about 4 years. And I lost, like I said, over 100 pounds, 157 pounds to be exact. Gaining traction in recent years, the keto diet, which is also known as the ketogenic diet, it's a very popular weight loss diet or weight loss plan. The name comes from the word ketosis, and that's a metabolic process that occurs when your body burns fat rather than burning carbohydrates. The ketogenic diet is a high-fat, very low-carbohydrate eating plan that aims to bring about weight loss by causing your body to enter a state of fat burning, which is known as ketosis. Although it's become popular during the past decade or so as a weight loss strategy, it was originally designed over 100 years ago as a way to reduce seizures in people who had epilepsy. Around the 1920s, it was used in clinics as far as treatment for children to help them with their epilepsy and to control it and to help control their seizures. This was used until medications came along, and then they stopped so much as using the ketogenic diet. The keto diet not only promises weight loss, but it also claims to reduce hunger, and it helps to balance your blood sugar. This is one of the main things that people use it for, is to balance their blood sugar and to help control blood insulin. It can be a difficult protocol to follow. A lot of people say that it is very hard to eat keto because you're going to stop eating things like your breads, your pasta, your cakes, your pies, grains, certain foods you're not allowed to eat on the ketogenic diet. So that's why a lot of people find it so difficult, because people really do love their carbohydrates. One of the cons of the keto diet is that it has some very strict rules. I don't know anybody who would be able to follow this diet for a long period of time, is what a lot of people think. You have a lot of doctors that say this, a lot of nutritionists, but some of them also believe that it's risky for people with certain health conditions. The ketogenic diet helps people reverse a lot of health conditions. And in order to get these benefits, you first have to try and you have to do the diet. To me, the diet isn't hard to do. You just have to get used to not having those things like cakes and cookies and pies. But you know yourself, if you're going on any weight loss journey or you're trying to lose weight, you're going to have to stop eating those things anyway. Okay, so you're going to have to sacrifice something. On the ketogenic diet, those are the things that you sacrifice. The ketogenic diet is low enough in carbs, and it has a moderate amount of protein and high enough in fat, where it forces your body to turn to burning your stored fat instead of you having to consume carbohydrates for energy. You want your body to consume the fat that you have on your body as your food, basically. I don't want to say, you want to trigger ketosis, you must contain a maximum of only about 20 to 50 grams of carbohydrates a day. That's what you want to stay in between there. If you can, keep your total grams of carbohydrates 20 and below, and you're going to get some great results. Overall, carbohydrates contribute fewer than 10% worth of calories on the ketogenic diet. Most of your calories are going to come from fat and from your protein. From fat, you're going to get about 70 to 80% of your calories from there, and your protein, you're going to get about 10% of your daily calories from your diet in protein. So about half a gram per pound of body weight, at least about half a gram per pound of body weight is how you can figure out how much meat or how much protein you actually need to be having. Some people say 1 and some people say 1.2 grams per pound. So you do want to make sure, from what I understand, that you are eating your protein based upon your lean body weight. Your body prefers to burn glucose. It really doesn't like burning ketones because your body likes sugar, it likes the glucose, and that's what it's used to burning. So when carbohydrate sourced glucose is not available, then your body will start burning fat instead. And this is how your body is set up to operate. To use fat for energy, your liver is going to convert fat to substances known as ketones, and it's going to burn those ketones instead of the glucose that's floating around in your blood. Now, if you're doing your keto diet and you're doing it properly, you're not going to have very many carbs in your blood. So you're going to use up your carbs really, really fast, and then your body is going to start burning your fat or burning your ketones. To use fat for energy, your liver converts fat to substances known as ketones and burns those instead of glucose. When this happens, your body is in a state that is known as ketosis. And I am using my notes. I do have notes here that I am using to make sure that I'm staying on point. Your body prefers to burn glucose more than burning fat. It may resist shifting into ketosis and will not do so unless you really, really eat strictly to lower your carbohydrates and to have certain protein limits, a moderate amount of protein. You don't want too much protein because protein can turn into glucose. Protein can turn into sugar if you have too much of it. If you don't follow the rules, then you go out of ketosis. Okay, you have to follow the rules or you will go out of ketosis. Ketosis is your main thing that you're aiming for on the ketogenic diet. Now let's talk a little bit about the carnivore diet. The carnivore diet is an animal-based diet. And on the carnivore diet, you're going to be eating basically just meats. If you are a real true carnivore, you're just going to basically be eating meats and basically water. However, you are allowed to have some dairy, like heavy whipping cream. You can have cream cheeses, hard cheeses. You can have those type of dairy products. You can have eggs, plenty of eggs. There are many different ways that you can fix your eggs, and you can have just about any type of meat that you want to eat. Long as everything is animal based, then you're good to go. You're also allowed to have things like black teas. You can have black coffee, but you don't want to add in a lot of any sweeteners to it. A lot of people take the time that when they're doing carnivore, they take the time to avoid sweeteners. Some people even go so far as to avoid dairy. But I love the carnivore diet. I have been doing it now for close to a month. I have been seeing a lot of great health benefits from the carnivore diet. I am sleeping so much better now. I have so much more energy. My mental clarity is better. To me, the carnivore diet, to me, is keto on steroids. It really is. It's just keto on steroids, to me, is the way I look at the carnivore diet. I have enjoyed doing the carnivore diet. I am enjoying eating this way and living this way. And it's something that I'm going to incorporate into my diet on probably a daily basis, and then add in other meat and foods from there. The carnivore diet is a meat-based diet that you have to avoid all plant-based foods and carbohydrates. People claim that this helps improve your digestion. It helps with weight loss. It helps with your mental clarity. It helps reduce inflammation and a lot of other health issues. It helps get under control. Or I don't want to say do away with them, but it really does help reducing inflammation. And once you reduce inflammation in your body, a lot of other things subside also. The keto diet is a low-carb, high-fat diet that forces the body to burn fat for energy instead of carbohydrates. It helps with weight loss and improves energy levels and even certain health conditions like diabetes and epilepsy. But which one is the best? That is the question. I think that's basically left up to a person as an individual, depending on the way that they want to eat. If eating restrictively doesn't bother you and you find that you can do it easily, then maybe you should try the carnivore diet. Because with the carnivore diet, it's a type of elimination diet, and you can add foods back in one at a time just to see how your body reacts. So the carnivore diet is very, very good as far as an elimination diet, but it's also a very good diet that has a lot of benefits. I can't think of a lot of drawbacks except for you're just going to be eating a lot of meat and you're going to have to do away with all the other stuff. When on the ketogenic diet, you have to avoid certain things like breads and pasta, but eventually you can learn how to make these type of foods and add them back into your diet by making them the ketogenic way. So, which one is the best? Which one is the best? I like them both. I like carnivore and I like the ketogenic diet. They both have great benefits. You can eat just about the same foods on all of them, except for on the ketogenic diet, you get to add in some plant foods. I believe, to me, that was one of the only differences on the two diets. So I hope that I've given you some good information as far as comparing the two diets. If you're wanting to try the carnivore diet, I would say give it a try. It's something that you could probably benefit from. I'm almost certain. I know that I have. So tonight I'm going to go ahead and end this, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. Everybody have a good night. Get you some good sleep. Bye-bye. Picked up a very few things at the grocery store today. Since I'm doing carnivore, my husband's doing keto. So I have some bacon. I also picked up some tropical sugar-free gel snacks, some gelatin. Picked up some vitamin D3. broccoli fritters, some ribeye steaks, some eggs, and some cream cheese. That is my grocery haul. I'm getting ready to start dinner, and I will share with you what I make.